So one of my favorite types of photography is travel photography. And everyone wants to know, what do you bring in your bag with you? Well, to be honest, it's kind of different for every single trip that I take. But I thought I'd pack a bag that has a typical type of equipment and gear that I would bring on any sort of random trip that I might have to head out on. So let's take a look at the gear. Well, first off, the bag itself. This stores camera equipment here, and it stores all that other stuff that you might need up here. And the backpack is the biggest pack that I can feel comfortable walking around a city for hours and hours and hours and hours. So in here, this bag is kind of nice because I can open this one little part and I can get access to what's most important, just my camera right away. And so I think a great travel camera is the Fuji camera because it uses a smaller size sensor, and the 18 to 55 lens. Now this is not their big fancy professional lens. This is the 2.8 to f4. It's their basic lens, which is smaller and lighter, and that's really important to anyone who travels. And so that is a good starter piece. Now, you're gonna need a couple of lenses to handle the different situations. This one has a nice little pocket here, and this is the 55 to 200. For all those subjects that are a little bit further away, this will work out quite well. Over on this side, I've got a standard 35 1.4. So this is your normal fast lens. Now, if I need to dig into the rest of the gear, this opens up so I can get access to the other stuff. And you might have more lenses. I typically like bringing a really wide angle lens. And so this is a 10 to 24, which is an ultra wide lens. And that's really good when you're in those really, really tight places. And there's actually a little bit more room if you have other things that you want to put in this side of the bag. Kind of on the back side, you can't see it over here, there's a pocket where I can put a water bottle. But what I typically do is I'll put my tripod over there. This is my favorite travel tripod. It's a little on the pricey side. It's from Gitzo, but it's lightweight, it's very small, and it's got a system that I can get really close to the ground on. Let's spread that out right there so I can get down really low and shoot from really nice creative positions very low to the ground. Now up above, I carry all the other things that I might need. So I do carry a water bottle in here. Now, if you're gonna carry water in your camera bag, this has to be a bomb-proof bottle. You know, you can't have this gonna spill out on any of your equipment. So I would invest in a decent bottle, not one of those plastic ones. Let's see what else we got in here. So I carry kind of a general bag of emergency goodies in here. Let's see what we got in here. So we got an energy bar. We have a little Leatherman knife. You've got to be careful about checking that on the airplane. You can't carry that on. This is my favorite little headlamp, and this is something that I can wear on my head. It's a minimum of size. A lot of places I'm going, it's kind of nice, so I got my own little sunscreen there, and you never know about the bathrooms. Toilet paper, very important to have. Then I have a few other little medical supplies, some Band-Aids, some emergency drink, because if you're not healthy, you're not shooting. And then I often bring a little bit of black gaffer tape. This can be handy for all sorts of reasons in there. And so I'll carry that in a little extra bag. And then I will have some extra clothes in here, a t-shirt, a bandana, a really lightweight coat. You want to stay warm and comfortable if you're in a cold environment. And then something that I never leave home without is what's in here. It's very important for every traveling photographer. It is a backup second camera. And so I will rarely shoot with two cameras out in the field, but sometimes I do want to shoot with two cameras at the same time. Sometimes I want to go to dinner and I don't want to take all this stuff with me, so I just want to bring one lightweight camera with me. Sometimes they don't allow big camera bags like this into museums and certain places, and you got to go lightweight. And so having a second camera is a good backup, it's a good second shooting option, and you need to think about your miniature option when you don't want to take all the stuff with you. So this is a very typical setup that I have, and it's comfortable, it's easy to walk around, and you can stay out all day shooting this, and you have many different options to shoot with different types of subjects while you're out there. And so I really encourage you, take two cameras, don't always take them out with you, leave this one in the camera bag at home until you really need it for that second purpose. But this is something that I think I could go to just about any country on the planet and come away with great photos.